This is Chris Castro with Malibu Kayaks, and behind me I have the X-13. Simple, sleek, sexy. The X-13 is designed for the open water.
Punches through the surf, and it's super fast. I was actually able to get her up to about 5.3 miles an hour, and that's actually sprinting. Everything's just up front for you to grab. Not too much turning back unless you rig it that way. It has this really nice improved Gator Hatch here. Being that it's an open water kayak, it also has some amenities to cover the diving world. That's why you kind of get a nice elongated back end of the kayak. Big nice area where you can store your oxygen tanks and extra other scuba gear. Now what does that do for fishermen? Well, really anything extra as far as room in the back is a plus. There's some pretty big large fish bags in the market these days, so I think the offshore anglers will appreciate that a lot. I've also called this kayak a modder's kayak, and basically what that means, just leaves you a lot of room to do what you need to do and to place certain products where you need to place them. For instance, up front, there's a flat flush area here, and really they're universal with just about any rod holder mount here. So many little things. Now up front, when you look at it, it doesn't really look like you can store a whole lot, but you really can. Everything's just up front for you to grab. Not too much turning back unless you rig it that way. But as far as the way that Malibu has it preset, you have your up front storage, which is in between your legs. Very easy to access gear. With the X-Wing here, it really helps you not have to drill any wiring into your hole, which is huge. A lot of us don't like to drill wires, so all my wiring is actually stuck in here. My transducer actually just kind of snells behind me and sinks into a natural scupper that's perfectly where it needs to be. So the front of the kayak is actually one of my favorite parts of the new addition to the 2016 models. It has this really nice improved Gator Hatch here. At the very beginning, which is tied down with a bungee system, my initial thoughts that it was going to be open to the actual hole, but actually it wasn't. So they have this nice little fitted storage area that slides in kind of like a sleeve, which allows you to really put anything in addition to whatever you're already bringing with you. But the cool thing about this part of the kayak is it's actually removable. And once you remove that sleeve, you can actually get full access to your hole, just like the old school Gator Hatch. I've used it as a dry storage area, extra tackle, and I've also actually used it as an extra storage area for my fish when I'm offshore. It's been a pretty neat addition to the 2016 model here. Still have the signature seating here that Malibu loves to do. Still very effective. Now, with this current setup, of course, it probably wouldn't be, but once this is removed, and if you're in a calm setting, this seat can easily fit a nice medium-sized small child. Still the same strong bungee system up front here. They've actually reinforced it a little bit better, so they've actually went down on the bungee system towards the back end, harnessed it down, so you just get that little extra grip there. Now, in regards to performance, I've been really impressed with this kayak. Not everybody's an open water angler like myself, but if you are, this is a great kayak. It's real simple, straightforward, sleek, punches through the surf, and it's super fast. I was actually able to get her up to about 5.3 miles an hour, and that's actually sprinting. And I can cruise at about 3.35 is what we averaged out. So